our shenanigans are cheeky and fun.
Yeah, I mean, his shenanigans are cruel and tragic.
Which makes them not shenanigans at all, really.
Evil shenanigans.
I swear to God, I'll pistol whip the next guy that says shenanigans.
You mean shenanigans? Oh! You know about shenanigans, right?
You might be related to me already.
Never really. But
Never really.
have I told you that you look like a blueberry, but you quit halfway down and you look like a retard blueberry?
Wow.
Wow!
You look like a total welcome to
Punk ass!
and Random Heroes Cheeky Shenanigans.
Punk ass! And cheeky shenanigans!
What,
Punk
what?
ass! And random hero walking down the
What?
street. Everybody yelling, hey!
That is a terrible theme song.
That's good.
It'd be like in one of those 80s buddy comedies where like I lived in another country and moved to America and had to be your roommate or something.
Yeah, like that movie Coming to Africa. No, sorry. Coming to America.
Coming to Africa was a different movie.
Coming from Africa. How about that?
Yeah, Coming to Africa was a movie about a bunch of white guys who show up there and then leave with half your population.
And then they give each other AIDS. And then they brought it over here because one of those dumbasses fucked a monkey. I don't know what kind of...
You know it was a white person.
It was not. It was an African American,
No.
half Jewish.
It had to have been a white guy who fucked a monkey. It just
I know,
had to
it's
have
always
been.
the white guys that do the fucking around here.
The really stupid stuff, like when it comes to do with your penis, like
Like the one guy that like got fucked by a horse and then he died over there in Eastern Washington.
yeah, wasn't that a Enumclaw?
It was some bum fucking incest town over there, you know?
I think that he was, if I remember the story right, he was actually kind of high up at Boeing.
Oh, you're right. I think it was from Boeing.
Yeah.
It was fucking weird.
Yeah, some random guy who lived in like Enumclaw or something, fairly successful at his job and all that, and he ended up getting fucked by a horse, and it perforated his colon or something, and he died.
Like, how fucked up do you have to be to want to get fucked by a horse? Like, where does the, are you just like, do you have a demon inside of you? Or is Jesus in there? Or were you thinking about Gandhi at the time?
Who?
Maybe Mother Teresa. You're doing it for Mother Teresa.
Do you
know?
ever think about any of those things when you have sex with a person?
No, I think about how just like how sweet of a moment this is. And I'm just lucky to let someone put me inside them. And then I just look at them.
Such a sweet and tender moment.
I'm just like, thank you so much.
You didn't have to stoop so low.
Does this hurt? Probably not. But just pretend it does.
No, I swear it's in.
Is it? Is it? Is it in?
Oh, if I had a nickel for every time.
You'd have 2 nickels.
Hey, buddy. I don't appreciate that.
Probably get like a 1 ounce glass of milk.
For what?
2 nickels. 1 ounce. Maybe a shot.
Like those little 35-cent milks in elementary school?
God.
What an arbitrary price.
Did you see a picture of the elementary school lunch that someone took? It was like just like a few like
It was like
tortilla
tortilla
chips
chips
and
with-
just like a slice of cheese
Yeah,
on
not
top.
even shredded cheese. It was a slice of cheese.
Like, you know, I was thinking about this. Like, do we really need to pay for like school lunches?
We should.
But we already pay taxes, you know, for the school. Shouldn't
Right.
the school come with lunch? You know what I mean?
It does, but the thing is, that's our money is the only money they get.
Yeah, but they take it just because they can. See what I'm saying? We don't willingly give it to them, so they take our
You
money.
do if you want to be a law-abiding citizen.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm just, you know, if they're gonna give out shitty food, then it should be for free.
Oh, okay. So you're saying like if you send your kid to
Like-
school and you're paying for their lunch.
Yeah.
I'm saying I think that the schools should have the cost of lunch built in so that no kids are going hungry.
Like, I bet you prison gets way better food than that.
And they're guaranteed food.
Yeah, and we don't pay for that. I mean, well,
Yeah, we do.
we pay for the prison, which we don't pay for the lunch. You see where I'm getting at?
No, the thing is, the money that goes to the prison, part of it goes to the lunch.
Okay, so part of the money that goes to the school should be towards the damn lunch. I don't know.
I agree with you.
Okay. Blueberry, let's talk about something else. You're a blueberry?
I'm gonna go straight up Veruca
I'm
Salt
like
on
a
your ass.
sun-kissed orange.
That's Santa Cruz. Are you
No,
that
I'm
bad
talking
at
about
reading?
the color. A sun-kissed orange, blueberry blue. Okay,
Hey,
we're just colorific today.
I get compliments in this shirt sometimes.
I
That's all
know.
I'm saying.
You actually do look pretty good in it. It kind of it matches the photo. And I actually have a goatee this
I don't
time.
even know how I'd be grabbing the mic like that, but
I don't like this, and I'm like this with my like that hand is like a manly hand, which I don't have, which is like this, like this.
and somehow your smirk,
I see now. I want those teeth, right? That's the kind of teeth that I actually.
those are
want.
horse teeth.
Well, then give me horse teeth instead of the rabbit.
You
teeth.
already have horse teeth.
No, I don't. I got
Oh,
two
rabbit
front
teeth.
horse teeth, and then like these small baby teeth on the side. I don't know.
In that picture, it totally looks like you've totally just like dropped your pants. And you're just so happy because someone's going to see it, but they haven't seen it yet. And you're trying to hold back the joke.
Dude, I'm going to have the guy make another one too.
Yeah, I think we'll need one for season 3. I mean, I like it, but
Yeah,
it's nice to have new shit.
I can't wait to see like the idea that I gave for it. You know,
Yeah.
what he can come up with.
Yeah.
Kind of cool. Maybe like some black eyes.
Oh, so kind of off topic,
Black
but
eyes.
this was something that I'd wanted to talk to you about a couple of weeks ago that I saw because I've given you a lot of shit about your proposal attempt with Lindsay.
Yeah.
But I've discovered something online that seems even worse somehow. And that is I've read a couple stories now where like people who have been proposed to, I think in all these particular stories it was women, but it wouldn't necessarily have to be. Anyway, they got a ring and then they immediately post a picture of it online and like laugh about how bad it is or how cheap it is. And it's called ring shaming. And apparently it's a
Really?
thing. And on the one hand, I've seen some of the pictures and some of them are like, dude, I don't know anything about jewelry and I would definitely pick out something better than that. Like some of them are pretty shocking, but you're still like, that's a proposal ring. Like what it means should supersede the appearance or the value, right?
Yeah. There's so many, like, you have to buy an engagement ring, and then I don't know how weddings go. Don't you have to have like
Yeah,
another,
neither of us have been there yet.
like you got to get an engagement ring, and then is there like a wedding ring, or do you?
There's a
keep
wedding
this-
band that goes on.
Just the band that goes over the engagement ring.
It goes next to it, and then I think they usually like solder them together.
Like what do they do back in like the 1800s? Like give them like a stick and be like, "You're mine."
No, they gave their parents a goat, and then they were like, "Come here,
I brought you a pig for your daughter, sir.
we've already got wheels. We're good over here."
He brought me a wheel.
Grapthor, what kind of stupid piece of crap ring is this?
God.
I asked for amethyst. This is clearly coal.
It's a rock.
It's a rock, and not even the valuable kind.
Oh,
Choking over there?
yeah.
Yeah.
Where do I want to go back. I wish we had like a time machine, you know.
Doesn't everybody?
Well, just to go back and be like, where did like diamonds start having value? You know what I mean? Like, oh, this is gonna be worth something one day, or like fucking gold or rubies, or whacking off in front of somebody and getting
That's
money
not
for that.
valuable.
It could be,
No, not unless you're like Pee Wee Herman or something. So I think that the general consensus is that De Beers is behind the inflation of diamond prices and kind of are the people responsible for associating it with proposals and wedding rings and all that. So you kind of drive up the market of the thing you're already getting, but diamonds are already useful, like just in diamond blades and stuff like that. It's
Well, don't they use it like in computer, like sometime? No?
not diamond, no. Gold is where that comes in because gold is like it's very versatile. It's a great conductor. It's very malleable. It's valuable just by its sheer
And
beauty
it's good
and
for teeth to look cool. Bling
yeah,
bling.
some great
Bling bling. Lil Wayne. Yeah.
Nick's gonna get grills across his teeth.
I would.
Well, across two of them.
Yeah,
you won't be
these
able to
are-
afford them after you get the
Yeah.
two big ones.
These on. Can you imagine getting robbed back then and then they steal your teeth?
Huh.
I know.
Can you imagine having wooden teeth like Washington?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
No, his teeth were made out of wool.
Wool? I thought it was wood.
It was wood.
You need a different translation.
I love that part of the movie.
Wait, which part
It's
is...
Big Daddy. His teeth are
Right.
made of wool.
Right.
Hip Hop Anonymous?
But, okay, so let me get back to that story real fast. What...
Okay.
like, since you have bought a ring for a woman and since you've tried to give it to her, but imagine that you do that and you give it to her, and even if she says yes at the time, then you discover that she shows people the ring you got her and laughs about it. Like,
See, well, if that's
what
the
would
case,
that feel like?
and like if the person found out about it, then that wouldn't really be the right person to be with to begin with. It's kind of like a dick bitch move. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because then all she's looking for is just like gold digger status and money.
Well, see, and that's one angle they've taken on every single post is they keep trying to go like, I appreciate the gesture. I'm not trying to be selfish or, whatever, but like,
Well,
this is an objectively horrible piece of jewelry I would never want to wear.
It's like, but you are being a dick.
Well, but think about it like this. What if engagement shirts were a thing instead of rings?
I would totally love that.
No, but what if you
with
bought...
the A on it.
Like, what if someone bought you an engagement shirt that was just the last thing you'd ever want to wear? Like one of the 3 wolves in the moon picture shirts?
If you really love this person, you would just wear it. You would just wear it and not say anything.
You're going to wear a shirt with the front and back picture of a
If
cobra
the person
on it.
that you want to marry, if you love them, then you wear it and just shut up.
Now, don't you think on any level there's some room in that
Maybe.
relationship to maybe discuss it and be
That-
like,
yeah, you can do
look,
that
I
too."
love the gesture, but I hate this. Can we just swap it? But then, on the other side, if someone ever asked to do that with a gift I got them, it's like crushing,
It is crushing.
So where do you weigh in on ring shamers?
I say you give the ring back and then tell them they're not right for this relationship and then walk away for being a dick.
You give the ring back? You mean you get the ring back from them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if anything
Like
like that
if
happened,
I'm
you
the
would
chick
be done.
and then be like, "Pching, my boyfriend couldn't spend money on a nice ring."
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, well, here, give it back to me and I'll find someone else who will enjoy it.
And what if you never do and you realize when you're 85 years old that it was just the worst ring in the world?
It's like black gold
Not
with
even
one sliver of diamond.
See, and I don't necessarily know what makes jewelry good, but I do know what bad jewelry looks like.
Yeah, I hate. Usually the good idea is to take your fiance, girlfriend, and just go imagining ring shopping and be like, oh,
Yeah.
what do you like? And then they point it out, and then later you like try to find the one that they picked out that you originally, saw.
So is that how you did it with the ex?
The first time, yeah.
So you just act like you're a dumbass not paying attention in the jewelry store, and meanwhile you're like DL taking notes the whole time?
And then I went back like a few days later, and then I bought it, and then something happened, and then it ended up in the mall mailbox.
We've all heard that story already.
God.
So
I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know, whatever.
You've explained what you were thinking.
I know, but it just...
There's a sweet naivety to it.
Yeah. It's like...
Like you should obviously know better.
It's
but
like
it was still
it's
good
like
intentions.
trying to propose having sex with someone and like put the condom in the mailbox with the note. Will you have sex with me? Because you're too scared to like ask.
No, I'm laughing that you use condoms.
I know. Well, I mean, you should use condoms around here. with,
Yes.
All these diseases around here.
Oh yeah, like what?
I see.
Ah.
Syphilis is a good one.
That's a good one.
Gonorrhea is a good one.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite one.
Yeah. Gonorrhea, herpes, that's a whole mixture of stuff.
That's like
Only
five of
like people in Africa get that one.
That's like 5 of them.
No, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Dude, I know.
Dude,
That's like all the best ones.
you look like Humpty Dumpty gained weight and he's too fat to move to fall off the wall.
You look like Dumb Shady.
Yes. That's a good one. That's a good one. That should be my name on this podcast. Dumb Shady.
Tell me what the first song you ever wrote was.
Oh my god.
And how was it received?
I've always thought about telling this story, but it's kind of embarrassing.
Well, I'm going to tell you mine too, so you won't have to feel
'Cause
alone in that.
I wanted to play guitar when I was 11, so my parents got me acoustic guitar, and I didn't know how to play any of it, right?
Yeah.
But when I'd come up with songs, I would just do like the one finger deal and like just strum the frets.
Like a very
no
basic
chords.
barcode kind of thing.
Not even just the one finger going down for it. And I came up with like just 3 chords back and forth, right?
Yeah.
And then I wrote down some lyrics, but this is what the lyrics were, but I'm going to tell you what I was thinking when I was 11.
Remember the lyrics.
I do. It's only, I just remember the main part, okay? Now, it went, I want you inside me, okay?
Wait, you're singing this to the girl?
No, this is just part of my song, yeah. It's like, I want you inside me. I wish I was inside you. That's the only ones I remember, but thinking about it now I can see how fucked up that sounds like being 11, 12 years old. In my mind, I was thinking of like a soul type deal. You know what I mean? Like, I wish my soul was inside. But yeah, that's, and I remember I was singing it to my mom.
Oh, that's good.
And I just don't even imagine what my mom was thinking when I used to have a tape recorder, right? And I record a bunch of stupid shit when I was a kid, and that has me singing that on there, and I wish I could find it. But yeah,
I wish you could find that too.
I know, dude. It's just, yeah, I wish I
Wow.
was inside you. Oh man, yeah.
So wait, were you writing that just because you thought it would be nice to write a song about a girl, or was that a specific like?
It was just,
I'm writing this for you.
it was just like girls, you know. It wasn't about like anybody because I wasn't really, you know, dating or then.
Yeah.
I was fat, dude. No one liked me, so you
Yeah.
know.
Hello. I know how that feels.
Hi. I was in the group once.
And I used to be. A lot
It's like I'm part of the club, but I'm not part of the club. Like, you know how there's like those like very, very, very tinted black people that are just kind of like creamish, almost white, but they're allowed to say the N-word still because they're still in that category. I'm like that. I used to be fat, right? So I'm still in the club, but I just look like I have AIDS.
No argument here. Okay. Let's see. I don't remember exactly how old I was, but this would have been freshman year, roughly. I'd been learning guitar over a couple of years, pretty much because I wanted to play music for church, but also I really liked playing guitar at these summer camps every year. It was a great way to get the ladies' attention. So once I started learning for a couple of years in a row, I started to feel like, hey, maybe it's time to write my own songs, even though I didn't know a whole lot. I just knew a couple chords, and I wasn't even really good at singing and playing at the same time. But like, I've got these songs inside me; they must come out.
I want to be inside you.
So when I was in 9th grade, I believe that was the same year that Titanic came out, for frame of reference.
I love that song. I love that movie.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not gonna lie.
And but the music at that time too, you've got like Counting Crows, Natalie Imbruglia, a lot of these alternative artists that really had these interesting ways with words where they could sing something that sounds basic, but still make it sound.
You're forgetting about Celine Dion, bro.
I just mentioned Titanic. What do you want me to give her a second shout out?
Yes. Okay, carry on.
And Celine Dion.
Yeah, I had a crush on her too. Growing up, she's hot. Back then, or whatever, dude. You don't know nothing.
I don't. But there was a lot of music at that time to where they would sing these things that to me sounded basic. You know, like an artist like Dave Matthews. He can sing a whole bunch of stuff that sounds really cerebral and very, you know, just gorgeous language. But then he'll sing like one line where it's, I don't know, like hike up your skirt a little more and show the world to me. Like very
Kind of like a rapey vibe.
not even rapey, but just suddenly on the nose. He's singing a whole song about like innuendos and metaphors, and then he suddenly is like, "No, I just want to see up your skirt."
Yeah.
So I thought I could do.
vagina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I wasn't at the point where I even cared necessarily about seeing vaginas yet. I was just like trying to write a song for this girl I was into, and also in those days it was very popular to color your hair.
Mm-hmm.
So I wrote this ridiculous song, and
About
the
wanting
only line
to-
I remember is this line that once my friends found the song I wrote, they
Yeah.
did not stop making fun of me for this line. And I don't remember the context of the line. I think it was in a verse. And I used the phrase, your Kit Frosted hair.
Kit Frosted hair?
Yeah, like trying to describe the look of the hair with like the roots showing and everything. And I was like, yeah, I'll just say it, you know. I don't have to talk about her hair like some Greek goddess. I'll just be like real.
Like you could have said like the beautiful highlights in your hair.
I could have said 1,000 other things. I picked the worst line I could have written.
Frosted hair.
Yeah, so instant strike there. So that was, and that went around like my entire band class. You know, 40, 50 people knew about that song within a day. And I didn't think I would ever write music again after that.
We're both 0 for 1 on the first songwriting.
First song, yeah. Even my second one was pretty bad. I don't remember specific lyrics, but it was at one of those camps, and I was trying to write like an over-the-top Jesus-y sounding song.
Uh-huh.
And I remember working really hard on it, but it was still very basic, like D, G, and A chords, you know, just very simple. And I must have sang it for people like 20 times on this trip because I thought it was the greatest thing ever. And every time I remember it, I die a little bit more inside because it's just it was the worst.
Your Kid Frosted hair.
Yeah. So 2 songs, pretty much my first 2 attempts at writing music were the absolute worst things I've ever done in my life.
Well, look at us now. We're like in a D grade band. Working our way up to being a C.
Yeah, C minus, going for the C minus.
C minus, yeah.
Some of our new stuff, I'm really liking it though. It gets a little serious, but you know, I'm approaching music and songwriting a lot differently at 36 than I was at 22. You know.
I know. We're just getting older, dude.
Yeah.
Like our age is not going down; it's going up.
Yeah, and that's how that works.
Midlife crisis is coming pretty soon.
What are you gonna do for your midlife crisis?
Go hang out at the high school parties.
Oh right, all right, all
right. I could get a kegger, guys.
I never went to parties really in high school to begin with, so
I
I don't think I could go to one now.
All those movies we watched, like 10 Things I Hate About You.
Yeah.
Or what's that football one? Varsity Blues.
Varsity Blues, yeah.
Like, or American Pie.
She's All That.
Where were those all those like high school parties that they make in the movies? Like I've never been to one like that.
I hate to break it to you, buddy. They were going on. We just weren't invited.
We just not invited. Like I was invited to like the small gatherings of like just like the stoner kids and stuff, but nothing like that.
Yeah, I mean, I got a couple invites now and then depending on the person, but I always said no and I never showed up anyway, so I think no one just really cared.
It's like a love-hate thing. Like
I was doing so much God and church stuff in those days. Like I could be out till 2 a.m. on a Tuesday night with school the next day, and my parents, or my mom at least, would trust me, and she was right to do so because I didn't mess around during those times because like I'd be hanging out with church people. So she figured that was a pretty secure environment.
Church people do. I used to hang out in church too.
Yeah, there's some bad apples. There's some good apples.
I was in a crowd. Played naked freeze tag. We used to do that out in the woods.
You did that out in the woods with church people? That's how you get Lyme disease.
Freeze! Stop humping me. I can't move.
Oh, who invited the priest?
Oh, Jesus did.
Oh, man.
Man, oh, man.
Yeah. You want to tell me about your douchebag of the week?
Okay, this is going to be my douche of the week. Okay, it's the company. Dude, did you see my tweet? I don't know if my tweet popped up.
I don't know if I've checked it.
You don't know if you checked it? Well, anyways, I was trying to get Frontier as internet at the house.
Yeah.
I did it online. They said you need to pay a $28 deposit, and then fucking they'll show up on, I think, like, Friday between 9 and 1. Okay, so that was the deal.
Yesterday?
Yeah, that was the whole ordeal. So I waited, and then I called them just to double check everything's fucking good, dandy. And they're like, oh yeah, let's look into this. And they're like, well, actually, I don't know what happened, but you need to pay $80 more in your deposit. It's like $100-something. And I was like,
what?
I was like, well, that's not what it told me to pay. I mean, I already paid it. Everything went through. Here's my confirmation number. Here's when they're supposed to show up. And I was like, does that mean no one's not showing up then? They're like, no. And I was like, what are you talking about? And Mom, this is what it says. And they're like, sorry, sir, blah, 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 blah. We can't do anything about it. It's the guidelines. I was like, well, you already took my money. It's not my fault.
Yeah.
This is your mistake, not mine. And then when I get like upset, like I'm really upset, I get shaky, and then like, cause I'm so mad.
Yeah.
And I was like, cause I'm usually just like, okay, whatever. This time I was like pissed because it sucks not having internet.
Yeah.
Come to find out. Fucking,
Not doing so well without
and then
porn, huh?
I was like, can I just speak to the manager then? Since you can't help me. And they're like, yeah, well, the manager will call you back, but it takes 24 to 48 hours. I was like, what the fuck are you guys? What are you talking about? I got to wait for a manager to call me? And she's like, yeah. She's like, hold, please. And then she says, yeah, manager will call you back. It could be today or probably Monday. I was like, fuck this. And I was like, all right, cool. And then I wrote a tweet to Frontier. I was like bitching about it. I was like, well, I'm glad to know how you treat your customers. And then they like tweeted me back. And then they couldn't really fix anything. So I was like, fuck this. I went to Xfinity, ordered me fucking internet. The shit came the next day. And now I have internet. No thanks to Frontier, so fuck Frontier. They can suck a dick. And I can't wait for that manager to call me back because this is bullshit and I want my money back.
So wait, they're saying not only could they not give you internet, but they weren't going to give you back your money?
Well, I haven't talked to anybody yet about getting my money back.
But is that what they were saying on the phone with you before you asked for a manager?
They didn't mention anything about that.
So they didn't even say they could refund you for
And
what
I
you
was
already
gonna,
spent.
and I was like, hey, well, okay, if I paid the $80, can you still have someone coming out to like, no, you're gonna have to reschedule. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Fuck Frontier. Fuck Frontier.
Yeah.
They're dicks. And like when you ask for a manager, what usually happens is they get you a manager to talk to you,
Or
right?
they start using a different voice.
Yeah. Not.
Oh, hello, I'm the manager.
Not fucking. You gotta wait 24 hours or 48 hours, sir. That's not good company to me.
Oh, you don't like that? All right, I'll transfer you to our complaints department. Hi, this is complaints.
Or
what can I do for you?
it's usually like your next door neighbor. You know what I mean? At least it's something. Not fucking. You're gonna have to wait, sir. I don't know. I would just fuck Frontier. I was pissed. That's my douche of the week because they just don't have any like.
That's pretty douchey.
Yeah, it really is. Because it wasn't my fault. It was their mistake. If there is one, they still took my money out of my account.
And you're still waiting for a call back from the manager.
Yeah, yeah. If there was a problem, I didn't even get a call. No email or nothing.
All right, now, maybe I missed this part when you were explaining it, but how long was it between when you signed up to do it and when they were supposed to show up? Did you wait like a week or something?
I ordered it on Wednesday morning.
So you waited 2 days.
Friday, they were supposed to come.
Yeah, and then that's
install
when you found out that they weren't doing it.
I called them around noon just to make sure everything was good and someone was going to show up, right?
Yeah.
Just wanted to double check everything. And good thing I did, but yeah.
Damn, dude, that is
Dicks.
crazy.
Yeah. That's my douche of the week. Don't go to Frontier. Just do Xfinity. You want to know why? You just order it, and then they mail it the next day, and then you install it, and then it's just on.
That's what we have here. I mean, a lot of people complain about Comcast, but at the end of the day, they're overall
Honestly,
fairly reliable.
Frontier was like $40. Comcast, I'm only paying $10 more.
Yeah.
$50. That's it a month.
Damn, dude.
So
Fuck
anyways,
Frontier.
your douche of the week. I want to post the picture up because this is going to be hilarious.
I hate to kind of get too locked in on a theme here, but this guy's been popping up so much. We just have to go ahead and give him some credit.
But now, AB
Antonio Brown
stands for a bitch. AB.
Yeah.
A
So,
bitch.
on Friday, my phone was constantly going off because I have the NFL app and I have the Bleacher Report app. And they were both reporting on every little micro turn of this whole saga. Basically, there was some meeting. Antonio Brown showed up and got mad at the GM of the Raiders and kicked a football and sweared and cussed at him and shit. And then he was being disciplined and then he apologized. And they named him team captain and told him he'd be able to play Monday. And then he tweeted something that John Gruden had said or done. And then today he did an Instagram post that said, "Release me." And then the Raiders release him. And then he goes and signs with the fucking Patriots. I don't care if he plays in Oakland or not. But, like, what kind of prima donna bullshit is that?
Here's where I'm at. I lose respect for a player like that, right? Like, in the beginning of the Pittsburgh Steelers, he was just, he was good, you know, and he'd talk shit because he backed it up, right?
Yeah.
It's just like the Le'Veon Bell thing last year. He didn't even fucking play it off because he wanted more money. But AB, he gets the money and he still acts like he's like Miss fucking Priss out of the whole fucking league.
Right.
And he's just a douchebag now. I don't like
The
him.
helmet thing was not a great start to his relationship there. And Like, no matter how good of a receiver you are, that kind of distraction's not worth it.
Like, Pittsburgh got rid of him because he was being a douche. Raiders just got rid of him. You think he's not going to do the same thing in fucking
Who's
New
he
England?
going to mouth off to in New England? Bill Belichick and Tom Brady are so ironclad there that either one of them could bitch slap him and he would just have to take it.
Right, so he's either going to get pissed off, watch, and then he's not going to play any of the games.
Yeah.
Which is probably what's going to happen.
That could be a best case scenario.
Which is fine with me because I'm playing my brother this week and he
Yeah.
has Antonio Brown, which I thought was going to help me out, but the Patriots picked him
Yeah.
up. I knew some team was going to fucking pick him up, but
Well, and as soon as the news that his release broke, like suddenly I saw these memes where it's like a picture of Bill Belichick where it's like, oh, okay, phase 1 is now complete. So we've got a game on Sunday in Pittsburgh. Can he get here? And so it was like joking that the Patriots were going to grab him. It's exactly what they fucking did.
good job, dude. You fucked up the future.
The thing is, there's athletes that have a hard time for a good cause, whether you agree with him or not. What Colin Kaepernick did, in his mind, is a good cause, and a lot of people support that. I do as well.
See, I don't. You're playing football, right? You're
Yeah.
making a shitload of money just to play football. You don't have to fucking wake up. Well, you might have to wake up early, but you don't have a 9-to-5 job. You get to do what you actually love. Protesting, it's just do it on your own time. You know what I mean?
How is he going to do that on his own time?
Fucking wait till the season's over. Don't do it fucking during the national anthem or like a fucking game.
His statement on this whole thing was that he just didn't feel right standing and pledging his allegiance to a flag that represented a bunch of police officers who treated mostly
But then
minorities
that's
like
like
himself
saying,
unfairly.
yeah, police officers. The
Yeah.
flag's like America. You know what I mean? Not policemen. It's like saying you're kneeling down for fucking schools because the schools are part of the fucking flag.
Yeah, but the police are supposed to serve and protect us. They're supposed to be everything that is lawful and good in our society. And if they're treating people badly, why would you want to show them support
but-
by doing that, you know?
It's just like the fucking president or the politicians are supposed to protect us, right? Or judges are supposed
You
to
feel
protect
protected?
us. Lawyers are supposed to protect us. You see what I mean? It's
Yeah.
the policemen are still in that same category.
The police are the law.
The flag.
though. Lawyers are arguers. Judges decide things. Politicians do things based off of what the people they represent want them to do. Cops are supposed to be the law.
Okay,
the
yeah,
right
it's
and
the
wrong.
law though, but not cops aren't the flag. You see what I'm saying?
Right, but the cops
flag's
are what
based.
uphold
the
what
base,
that flag.
The flag's based on a fucking America. America.
Yeah.
Not just the policeman.
Okay, so
I
so,
shot the sheriff. Did not shoot the deputy.
Look, all I'm saying is that it's a peaceful way to protest. They do it during, like, not even during gameplay. It's not like they're not doing their job while they're there. They kneel down so that they can quietly and peacefully protest something that's going wrong. And you know what? It worked because we still talk about it right now. And that's a conversation that
Yeah,
was not
it-
being had as well before he
It
did
totally
that.
worked because now he doesn't play anymore.
Well, that's fine. He might be a martyr for that cause, but the thing is, he got the conversation started, and I think that's at least a better reason to be like out of football than if you're going to be Antonio Brown and just be a baby about shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but at least Antonio Brown's still getting money.
You know. Welcome to the NFL, buddy.
It's like you might as well just kneel down on both knees and suck dicks. See what I'm saying?
Okay, now let me ask you this. So, if you have a belief
Uh-huh.
and you also are a famous football player who gets national attention, why wouldn't you use that platform
Use
to do
your
something you're passionate about?
use your online platform. Use your fucking Twitter feed. Use your Facebook or something else, or start making T-shirts saying "fucking police suck dick." Don't
All right,
fucking
now I'm gonna
kneel
put
down to American flag, which doesn't. It just doesn't mean
All
policeman.
right, riddle me this, Batman.
Okay, riddle me that.
Your favorite, like one of your idol is Tom DeLonge.
Oh god, here we go.
I'm just gonna do
I
this
know.
as a version. So, what did Tom DeLonge tweet today?
I don't know what he tweeted today.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because that kind of shit is just background noise. You
But-
might notice it, you might not a big deal. You don't ignore someone who does that on
But
national television.
something that big of a star, that's gonna get out saying that he fucking hates the cops, though. Tom DeLonge is still on like that low of a spectrum that it's not gonna get that much of attention. Colin Kaepernick, San Francisco 49ers.
Dude, so many more people know who Blink-182 are than know who Colin Kaepernick is.
Well, yeah, now because he doesn't play anymore.
It's always been that way.
He was.
You may be underselling just how popular they were. I mean, granted, he wasn't the sole frontman or anything, but they were enormous and have stayed relevant so long. And even if that's a bad example, let's go with...
Let's go with
everyone sees
Two Live Crew.
Well, no, but like, do you actually see what your heroes post every day? No, you're not supposed to. It's too much content. But when someone takes a knee on national television, you at least have the conversation. And he gave up a career.
You know what? Let's just agree to disagree, okay?
I just wanted to be able to talk it out.
Well, this is where my communication skills come in. I shut down because I don't want to talk to your stupid face anymore. I'm just kidding. Let's talk about it more. You want to talk about it more? That's what happens. That's what happens in my relationship.
Why would you say
Oh, God damn it. That's all right. I'm working on it, though. I'm just saying.
Just go out with your friends.
Okay, I will. I'm going to go cry myself to sleep. I love you. I'm sorry.
Go cry yourself to sleep on your rabbit tooth-shaped pillow.
I'm just saying that American flag was built for all the shit that we've been through with the Civil War, Vietnam, World War II, World War I, the stupid fucking... what's that other one? I don't remember, but I'm saying the American flag's built for so much more than just a policeman. So when he kneels down on the fucking...
The American flag is supposed to dictate the values of this country, which the number one with a bullet value that America has is freedom. Now,
and freedom of speech.
Well, but overall, just freedom in general, freedom of whatever. That's what we always talk about first. America's great because of freedom. So if you are an ethnic minority who feels like you're being, unfairly treated and beaten down and still having to, kind of play second fiddle to white people in this country, what that flag stands for isn't your experience of what's going on. So all he was doing was showing that he doesn't really feel that towards this flag because that flag has not been treating him that way.
But when you are a football player like that, a quarterback, and say there's a bunch of minority, kids that love playing football and look up to him.
Yeah.
Doesn't that show it the wrong way of going about it, though? Because then what if the kid's like, I don't agree with the shit at school, so I'm just going to fucking not do my work, or I'm just going to kneel down the whole day because I don't want to be a part of this situation at school. You see what I'm saying?
I don't think it's the wrong time or place to do it, though. And if anything, it's going to show those kids that sometimes you need to risk everything to enact the change that you're trying to make. No good cause was ever won by just talking about it. At some point, there's always some form of a symbol or a physical action.
Look at Martin Luther King. He talked about it.
He talked about it, and then he got shot.
He got shot, but it happened. It worked.
People
see
heard
what I
what
mean?
he said, but they heard it louder once he died.
He talked, though. You see what I'm saying? He did protest and marches and blah, 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 blah.
Because that was his forum.
So he could have been like, hey, I'm going to have a protest down at the fucking NFL hall down here. Come with me. Just not during the game, though. You know what I mean?
Look, all I'm saying, I don't think that taking a knee means you don't support things like the troops or that you're not patriotic. If anything, I think that taking a stand, ironically speaking, and kneeling at that point is one of the most patriotic things you can do because you are exercising, I consider that freedom of speech. You are exercising your ability to dissent, to say what you see wrong, to call out an injustice. And all he did was kneel. It's not like he took out a gun and went and shot up a place or something, Like, he picked a very effective means to try and get us talking about something that we are still talking about years later,
Fine, Jesse. You know what?
No, you don't have to say I'm right. It's okay to disagree with me even given all that. I'm just trying to talk this through because you don't get to have these conversations with most people, you know?
The next time,
No, say it. You might as well.
I was just gonna say, the next time you get rejected, I just want you to kneel down and protest you sucking dick right after that, because
You need me to protest sucking dick?
yeah,
Why?
I want you to protest after getting rejected. Protest kneeling down, sucking in the guy's dick, and then maybe she'll come back and be like, "I'm sorry, Jesse. I didn't know this is how you felt so much about this. I will give it another chance." See what I'm saying?
You love me so much you sucked a dick? I have to be with you.
That's pretty good. That was a good topic. We usually don't do that.
Yeah, and I don't think that's where I was originally planning to go with any of that either, but I mean...
Well, I tried to put my 2 cents in there. You know?
You did. And the thing is, I don't think that you're a bad person if you disagree with me, because I know that in a lot of that shit, I'm fairly liberal leaning, you know?
Yeah, growing up, I thought it was cool. I had my different beliefs growing up as, you know, an angsty teenager.
Yeah.
Fucking anarchy. Fuck America. Fuck this.
Fuck everything,
Anarchy,
yeah.
just everything.
The world sucks. My
Yeah.
parents hate me.
Yeah. I remember my dad hated it. He didn't hate me, but we'd get in arguments sometimes, and I remember him saying, he was like, you know, you're gonna be bad, like, for society or some shit. It's funny. It's just funny growing up, trying to figure out where you belong as a kid, and it just wasn't the right.
So what did you want to be when you were a kid? Or, like, what did people think you should be? Or what did people assume you would be based on your interests or whatever? Like, did you have one kind of goal or profession or act or whatever?
Nothing really, like, sticks out for me growing up. I mean, when I got my guitar, I always wanted to be in a band and be famous, you know, trying to make music. That was pretty much my goal until even now, but...
Yeah, it's hard to let go of that one.
Obviously, it's just, you know, it's not going to work.
Oh, we're still working, man.
No.
It could still happen.
I mean, yeah, we're there.
Pretty sure every member of Mumford & Sons is already in their 60s, and they've been famous for like 2 years.
I feel like we're getting to that like age point where it's like it's just no more, you know.
Well,
like we're not 22. Like
that's true.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's harder to get
It's
shows
like-
when like every member of the band except me as a kid and stuff. Like, yeah, there's difficulty with it.
Or it's like we get like great opportunities and then we're just like, no, sorry.
Not able to.
Yeah,
or something.
sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, my
So,
butt hurts.
of
today.
course, there's differences, but the way that I've tried to view it, because when I was a kid, or not a kid, but like in my 20s, playing with Resonance and all that, we really wanted to make it. It didn't work. I kind of retired from music for a couple of years in Portland, came back, formed Pride Fails with you guys, and kind of had that dream again, let it go again. And so this time around, like, that dream will always be in my head because I just want to be good or successful or like famous at something.
Mm-hmm.
I've always wanted that, but I'm trying to view the stuff that we're doing just for like now also, like just trying to enjoy what we're doing and getting to go play these shows and having people actually respond well to it
Like,
so
if-
far. Like,
if you want to get famous super fast, dude, we could just go out, record us doing really stupid shit. Just like lighting ourselves on fire and running into some random person, or
oh, you mean like the Nick Sparkler bomb videos?
yeah, dude, that's crazy.
The first one, I just got another comment on it the other day with some guy who was like, so I put 24 sparklers together and tried this and it wouldn't work. What am I doing wrong? It's like, dude, you got to put like a 1 in front of that. Like, we put hundreds into these.
I know, it's like we're helping little kids trying to make a sparkler bomb, dude.
I don't
But-
give any specific instructions.
No, I know. It's just funny. I mean, it's fun. It's all fun and games till you lose a thumb, but you know,
Yeah, then
you
it's
can't-
hilarious.
Yeah, then you can't put a thumb up your butt anymore.
That video's up to 62,000 views.
And you know what's crazy about it? It sucks that you're filming it, but like 62,000 people are looking at my face making fun of my mom.
And because of that, you've made that a tradition in the 2 follow-up videos.
I know, yeah.
So your poor mom, I mean, she's probably more famous on the internet right now than we are,
I know.
which isn't really surprising.
I'll
Her Pornhub page is pretty
put
epic.
a picture of my mom and then a big black cock coming down, raining fire over her face.
Fire over it.
Yeah. Just like it's like a big black dick, and then like fire's coming out of the dick.
And then at the last minute, I take her picture out and put yours in there.
I'm like this, ah! Like Jesus, ah!
Yeah. Oh, rain thy fire upon me.
Oh, thy.
Squirt, squirt,
How
squirt.
come no one talks like that anymore? Die for me now. Kill.
No, I want to hear you keep going.
Hungry you are.
Hungry.
Like, yeah.
You
Yoda.
mean no one's talking like Yoda?
Yeah. Hungry. Hungry. No, I can't do it. Hungry. Nope. Hungry. Hungry. Nope.
Do it.
I can't, like,
You can totally do it.
force is with you. Young.
I thought you were going to do it as Stitch.
Oh, no, I can totally do it. Stitch.
Let's hear it.
Give me something to say, because now I gotta play.
Say a Yoda line, but as Stitch from...
I can't remember any Yoda lines.
Do or do not, there is no try.
Do or do not, there is no try. There is no try, young Jesse.
Oh, that's pretty good. I like that one a lot, actually.
Maybe I should have sex like this during this one. It's like, oh yeah.
Dude,
Oh yeah.
it's hard enough for you to get
Oh,
laid
yeah.
without doing the
Oh,
Stitch voice.
yeah.
Although, then again, it might actually help.
It might turn them on. They're like, oh, Stitch.
Ugh.
Your blue furry cock.
Did you ever have a crush on like an animated character growing up?
I gotta think about that for a second.
And we're gonna take Jessica Rabbit out of this one because every youthful kid was lusting after her, man or woman. She was just, that's why they drew her that way. So
Maybe
that
that-
doesn't count anyone else.
Maybe that chick from Scooby Doo, not Velma. What's her name? Not Scooby Doo.
God. So you've
Not
got
Shaggy.
Fred,
Fred's
Shaggy,
girlfriend.
Velma.
I keep wanting to say Louise, but that's not it.
Uh,
That's crazy. We can name all the other ones.
Snargle Gargle.
Snuggles, Snuggle.
What was her name?
Purple
She was
Pe-
played by
Purple
Sarah
People-
Michelle Gellar.
in the
live movie.
real life one. Purple People Eater,
Oh, that's
Velma,
gonna drive me crazy.
Laura,
Laura
Loki,
Loki.
Shaggy McMuffins.
Is that his last name?
McMuffin. Dude, I watched Superbad over the weekend.
Daphne.
Daphne.
I was never gonna remember that.
Superbad's just such a real good fucking movie. I wish Jonah Hill would be fat again.
You think
Like,
he's only good when he's fat?
She wants fucking pube salad with Seth's own dressing. Like the
She wants
comedy.
my dick in or around her face.
It's just like whoever wrote that script.
Seth Rogen and Judd Apatow.
See,
The writers were Seth and shit. What's the other kid's name in the movie?
Michael Cera. And
Yeah, what's
Jonah
his
Hill.
character's name?
Well, there's Seth and
Yeah.
fuck. Here we go again.
God damn.
And they're like,
I
you
love
know,
this
like
movie,
like
too.
a main dick, like a big veiny bastard dick. Like I want to get like a picture of that one picture.
Evan. So
Yeah.
Seth Rogen and his friend Evan wrote that movie about like their own
Mm-hmm.
experiences in high school, and then Jonah Hill and Michael Cera played them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Recently, I've watched a documentary or something about when they made it. Originally, they were having a hard time having Jonah Hill fucking play it because he was older and
Yeah.
they had to show him how to shave his face every day to make it look like he couldn't grow any, or else
Yeah.
they would screw him over. But that part when they were showing how he would like draw dicks in 5th grade, I always wanted a picture of the one where the dick's out in the middle of the street and there's like tanks coming.
The
in there.
Tiananmen Square one.
Yeah, I want that one.
So a couple years back for a white elephant gift exchange I did with like Sky and some of those friends, I went to Spencer's. I think it was Spencer's, and for my $20 or less gift, it was a book that had every dick drawing from that movie.
Oh, do
in
you
it.
have it?
No, I gave it away as a gift. I'm the best a white elephant gift gives.
Ooh, well, that's Christmas. We're gonna have to have a white elephant gift, just with ourselves.
We'll have to have a couple guests on so that we can all trade them, because just you and I trading presents would not end well. I don't think.
Like, I got you a dildo.
Oh, I got you the same one.
Oh, nice.
Wait, can we just keep our own? Because I may have already used this one.
We can use it together. We were supposed to have a guest on today, but I ruined it.
Yeah,
I
because
was-
we
I-
weren't supposed to be recording today.
I had so many jokes with her name. I'll just save them though.
Yeah, save them.
Yeah.
She still wants to do the show. It's just when you move in an
Can
entire
she
day.
come on wearing the weird stuff that she wears?
I mean, I hope so.
Is that the plan?
That's what I pitched to her. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. It's gonna be like a Marilyn Manson vibe.
Well, don't give it all away. Just
There's so many ways you can go with when you say Marilyn Manson.
Like tucking his penis between
Or
his
like
legs.
wearing that fucking shit with like boobs,
Yeah,
you know, and
yeah.
just like red hair, and he looks all white, like a white veiny dick.
My mom used to think that he was just the
devil.
devil. Yeah.
Devil.
Like if I'd ever been caught, like she used to talk about him in a harsher tone than she would mention the devil.
Really?
Like she'd be like, "Oh, that thing's the devil, but oh, that's Marilyn Manson." Like he was worse than the devil somehow.
Speaking of the devil, my brother probably hated me growing up when, you know, all my sisters and brothers were still there at the time before they all left me. He's my older brother, so older brother's supposed to be cool with their little brothers, you know what I mean? So every now and then he'd be like, I remember it was like Aftershock. He's like, here, I think I was like 8 or 7 years old. He's like, here, you want a sip of this? You want to try it? You know?
Oh, Aftershock alcohol?
Yeah, the alcohol, and I did. And then I think I got upset with myself, and I think I started crying, and I went to my mom thinking I was going to go to hell now since I tried drinking alcohol and shit like that.
Oh.
But, yeah.
Wow. My first experience with booze was a little different.
See, because you're the older brother, right?
Yeah, except when we'd go to my dad's, I had a stepsister named Sabrina who was a little bit older.
Ooh, Sabrina.
But like out of me and my sister and my two like blood brothers, I'm the oldest. And so we had gone to my dad's house, and I think I must have been about the same age you were, so my sister would have been a year younger than me. And they were either preparing for a party or having a party. I think they were preparing. The party was going to be the next night, but they were getting everything ready. And my dad never kept like alcohol in the house.
Yeah.
He didn't drink a lot of beer. He didn't drink a lot of liquor. I didn't really know if he ever drank at all, except when he had to have these parties. And so he got out some stuff, and he gave me and my sister each a shot of Hot Damn, like probably like a half shot. But it's like a spicier version of Fireball with a lot less proof alcohol. And I took a little drink, and I didn't like it, so it wasn't a big deal. But my sister liked it, and I'm pretty sure she ended up getting drunk that night.
Really?
Yeah. I know she had more than one shot. And when you're a kid, like...
Yeah. I've had a shitty time. Like, my mom would try to be cool or be like the cool mom. Like, New Year's Eve, she'd buy like one wine cooler for like New Year's Eve. I was like 13. I'm like, wow, would you? And then like I drank some of it. And then I got like really sick. Like I started heaving. Like, yeah, it wasn't a good experience at all.
How old was that?
I was 13. Cause
Drinking
like
wine coolers?
Because we lived in Texas, so I don't know if the law changed or it's still the same. In Texas, you're allowed to drink with your parents, right? Anywhere, like at restaurants and shit like that.
I thought that was the law up here, not at restaurants, but like at home. But
well,
I
just
don't
like,
know.
because I remember they let me have like a little beer, because if the parents buy it for you, you can give it to your child and they can drink it there. So Texas, it was just different, and it was cool. So they would be like, yeah.
Drinking wasn't a big priority for me in those days. Like I used to occasionally with my friend Justin and Jeff, like if we did pretty well in school and like we got a little break for spring break or whatever, if we could show his mom that we had done well, like, you know, a report card or something, then, and as long as we promised to stay there, she'd go and buy us a couple, like, you know, like a rack of beer or some fucking Mad Dog or whatever.
Mad Dog 2020.
As long as we were always on his property, didn't leave. She was very, very... She was trying to promote the idea that she'd rather us be doing it there in a controlled environment that was safe-ish compared to going out and partying and all that. And really, like...
That's how I would do it.
Yeah, until I left high school, that was pretty much the only time I ever would do it. So it was pretty, you know, it was effective at getting us to stay safe with that. So
moving to Texas is like where it all started for me. Like the drinking, I tried pot, and I started huffing fucking air freshener. Oh, dude,
that
was
explains
crazy.
a lot.
Yeah, I remember doing it, and like we lived in an apartment complex, and we were huffing something. It's just so stupid. It's just the most stupid thing. But
all of our stories about our childhoods are about stupid things we did. Just get through it.
But anyways, I remember I huffed something, and I was freaking out. I don't know. Like I started getting like the tunnel vision and like this like really bad ringing in my ears.
Ooh.
Right? I was freaking. I was like, we got someone call 911. I don't know. And I started freaking out, but it finally went away. So good thing they didn't call 911, huh?
Yeah. Man, I mean, I think that it was kind of safe over there. Like So the one weird thing about where we would drink and hang out was that they had a barn in their backyard, and the barn had like an upper level that you could climb up a ladder to. So of course that was the spot we picked to drink, like the most dangerous location on the property. And when you drink or get stoned with Justin and Jeff, all that they want to do is like freak each other out and like hunt ghosts and just do the weirdest kind of shit that you can imagine. Like we used to go around their property trying to find ghosts, or like the barn
Like
that they
a
had.
gay ghost or just a regular
Just
ghost?
regular
Just
ghost.
a regular
Yeah.
ghost. Okay.
I don't think I would know the difference.
Oh, okay.
And so their barn, it also had a door on each side kind of thing. And we discovered that if you would open up both doors, sometimes a bat would fly in. And this is bad. It's not very PC, but this is the kind of things that we did when we were young, drunk, and whatever.
Young, drunk, and dumb.
Young, dumb, and drunk, or young, dumb, and high, or whatever.
Young, dumb, and gay.
So we'd open the doors and wait till a bat came in, and then a guy on each door would close it, and the bats would just fly in a circle, like one bat at a time.
Really?
And there was a
seems
rabbit
kind of
cage
fun.
in the corner,
Uh-huh.
and we'd open the door and leave the door open, and we'd take a tennis racket.
God damn it, dude.
And we'd wait till the bat flew around at just the right angle, and we'd try to whack it and get it into the rabbit cage. And the only reason we tried this so often is because the very first time one of them did it as a joke, it worked. Like, we didn't know the cage was there, and one of them was just trying to get the bat out of there, so he hit it with a tennis racket, and it flew into the cage. And,
You guys came up with your, like, own game, like basketball.
just like, yeah,
Like
like on an
bat ball.
accidental thing trying to save ourselves, and it was like, well, I'm not actually scared of bats, so why don't we just do this for fun? Totally a bad thing to do. I
That's
did a lot of stupid
That's
things
like
too,
cruelty to, like, devil animals.
well, we didn't kill them. It would
Oh.
usually just stun them, you know? It's not like...
Like those one goats where you scam them and they're like, and they
Kind
fall
of,
over.
yeah. Like, it would stun them. They'd usually hit somewhere around the cage, and they'd kind of dust themselves off and then fly away. We didn't, like, try to kill them. We weren't trying to be cruel. We were just seeing if we could get it into the rabbit cage.
Did you ever score any points with
No.
that? You didn't get any, no goals.
Not in that game,
Nothing.
no.
Goal!
No, and I can't tell you how many times we almost fell out of that top floor of the barn, too. Like, it was one of those where you'd climb up a ladder, there'd be a little platform with, like, a tiny couch and a TV
Was
and
there
stuff
hay
to do.
around?
Not really. It was just mostly tools.
Okay.
But then on the top level, there's this giant-ass door that you could just slide, and it
Open.
was just outside.
Okay.
And so we'd usually pee off that.
Ooh, nice. Bathroom
But
spot.
everyone would always, like, try to freak you out while you were peeing and be like, oh, I'm going to push you. Or, like, the dumbest things
That'd
you
be
could do.
fucked up if someone
Yeah.
actually did while you're peeing. And then you landed on your boner.
And my last dumbass story from that particular property, like junior year, maybe senior year of high school, I went over there, and me and Justin were smoking a little weed.
Uh-huh.
And his mom had her boss coming over, so she talked to us beforehand, like, so my boss is coming over, we have to have this little meeting, please don't do anything, basically don't be ourselves for an hour or two while he was there.
Just sit on the couch and do nothing,
But,
pretty much.
Yeah, but we were already stoned.
Uh-huh.
And so we ended up going into his garage and finding some big pieces of PVC pipe and loading, like, giant bottle rockets into it.
Christ.
And we went to the backwoods behind the house, and we were shooting them at each other like bazookas, to the point that she had to come out. She's like, what is wrong with you guys? I literally asked you to be quiet, and you've never done anything like this before. Why now? And we just, it didn't click, I guess. We were just, because we're smart guys, and we would cut loose. And smoking weed's always been that for me. Cutting loose, kind of getting away from my overactive brain that always has to try and break things down and analyze and all that, you know? And it's
It's a pretty good brain.
yeah,
It's a lovely brain of yours in there.
it's a double-edged sword.
It's like brain dead.
Uh,
I used to be pyro when I was little.
a pyro.
Pyro.
You were an X-Man?
Yeah, dude. Dude, you don't even know. Apparently, I lit one of my brother's posters on fire that was on the wall, right? I lit it, and then I ran to my mom's to the fire. There's a fire in there. And she went in there. She didn't see anything, but the fire was on the back of the poster.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And then it just like went. I think I don't know, dude. I was a crazy kid. Sometime.
Sounds like we both were.
Yeah.
I didn't know that I was going to get this deep into my own embarrassing childhood stories this
Now
week.
let's
but,
talk about our sexual fantasy.
Let's save that for next week because we are out of time, buddy.
Ooh, it was gonna get interesting.
That
Sucks.
was a tease.
Yeah, teaser. Kind of like when you watch porn and then you have to like hurry up and shut it off because your parents are coming. Kind of like a tease. Like, oh, I was gonna get a boner, and now I gotta wait. And then you're like, God, what do you want to talk about?
Okay, Mom, I'm just gonna be honest. I was just about to whack it. Can we just resume this
Can
in
you-
like 10 minutes?
Can I borrow the vacuum, please? I'm wondering what that's gotta be weird.
I've never tried that
I
one.
know, but
Yeah.
someone's obviously tried it, because where did they get the idea from, right?
Core concept, I guess, yeah.
Maybe you put it on your ball sack, suck that up.
I would be too afraid. I mean, those vacuums seem like they really...
Yeah, the new ones now, are like,
Not even, like...
castrate
Even
your
the
ball
old ones
sack.
my mom had, I would have been scared to put them anywhere near my genitals. Like, fucking hell.
Show me your genitals. Your genitals.
What?
Show me your genitals. Your
genitalia.
Yeah, that should be it.
All right, guys.
All
Well,
righty
hey, thank
then.
you for listening to another episode of Cheeky Shenanigans.
Podcast.
And I am Random Hero. Thank you for watching, and please have a consensual day.
Fuck you, DJ's cat.
Gingivitis.